For those of you who don't know me, my name is Mrs. Logan and I am one of the 3 deputy heads at Rooks, Heath. I'm going to be talking to you today about a very important assembly. It's an assembly for you on your options process. So I'm going to be talking you through what exactly you have to do and how you will make your choices for your options this year. And then on the website you will also be able to see various different teachers talking about their subjects, especially those subjects that you haven't yet had a chance to study. So they might be new to you and you might be wondering what they're all about. Okay, so listen very carefully to the slides that follow. So the next part of this assembly, I'm going to take you through some slides which will help you hopefully to make an informed choice. And you'll see a quote there on the first slide that says, "Excellence is never an accident. It always is the result of high intention, sincere effort, and intelligent execution. It represents the wise choice of many alternatives. Choice, not chance, determines your destiny." So this is what we are aiming for. And there you have Mo Farah, who says, "Don't dream of winning, train for it." So we're going to be looking at helping you today make informed choices about your next steps. So let's see where you are along the pathway. You are currently in Key Stage 3 and you stay in Key Stage 3 through Year 9. And then in Year 10, you move into Key Stage 4. This is where you start working towards your GCSEs and your BTECs for the end of Key Stage 4. And then you go off into 6th form, where you will study level 3 qualifications, A levels, BTEC qualifications, etc., which hopefully will be pathways into a really successful and satisfying job or university placement or apprenticeship later on. So what will you study in Year 9? Everybody will study the core subjects in Year 9. So that includes English, Maths, Science, Religious Studies, Personal, Social and Health Education, and that's a non-examined subject, and PE. And if you study PE as the core, that again is a non-examined subject. And this is what we consider to be the core, which will give you a good round base from which to start off. Then you're going to be asked to choose 5 options and a reserve. Now, when you're choosing these options, it's really important to try to get the choices right, because we are expecting you to continue 4 of these options. In most cases, you'll continue 4 of these options through to GCSE, okay, or BTEC. So it's really important to consider what you're going to enjoy learning over the next 3 years, because we're hoping that you will stick with these subjects through for the next 3 years. So the first option that we would ask you to consider is a humanity. We'd like everybody in the school to study a humanity. A humanity is either history or geography. So you would choose out of those 2 subjects which you would prefer to do. Once you've chosen your humanity, you then go on to your second option, and your second option is the choice of a modern foreign language or a classical language such as Latin. Okay? If you're choosing a language for Year 9, it must be a language that you have already started learning, so you can't choose a new language for Year 9. Okay, languages are skills that build up over many years, and you need to be studying those consistently to get a good command of that language. So we ask you to continue and choose which one you're going to continue with. The exception to that is Ancient Greek, which will be on the choice list if you want to, but beware, if you are choosing Ancient Greek and you are starting from scratch a new language in Year 9, you really need to be showing that you have an aptitude for language and that you have been successful at the languages that you have currently been studying so far. There are 1 or 2 students in the school who will not study a language. They will study a booster course, and the booster courses, they will more than likely already be on a booster course. And I'm going to talk a little bit about booster courses a little bit later on. Option 3 is a creative subject, and we ask everybody to choose a creative subject. We feel that this is really important to give a really broad range of skills going throughout Year 9 to finish off your Key Stage 3. And creative subjects are very often highly sought after when you get to university. They show a different side to your skills, and therefore we'd like everybody to keep a creative subject going. Option 4 is a free choice, and option 5 is a free choice, and option 6 is a reserve. So they're the choices you're going to make. So let's talk a little bit through each section of that. First of all, I'll talk about sciences. So science, you will continue to study science as part of your core curriculum, as I've already mentioned. In Year 10, all students must study combined science, and that is 2 GCSEs, but you cover all 3 of the sciences. So you would cover biology, physics and chemistry in your combined science. Some students, they might choose to study triple science, and that would lead to 3 single sciences in each of those science subjects. It is not necessary to have triple science to go on to study A-levels. In science, the most important thing is that you get a good grade in the science you are studying, because you'll need a level 6 or above to take them on to A-level. And that is whether you do combined science or single sciences. So it's really important that you get yourselves a good grade and study hard if that's what you want to do. But combined science and triple science would both work effectively well in getting you into A-level courses and onto university. Humanities and languages. If you are capable of achieving both a humanity and a language, then you must select both, okay? You must currently be studying your chosen language in order to select it for next year. And I've mentioned about Ancient Greek being the only exception to that rule. If you are interested in that, have a look at the video that is on the website. Booster courses. So booster courses are courses that provide an opportunity for some students to have some time to work outside of the pressure of GCSE and BTEC courses, but also while developing skills that will help them achieve their full potential. So for students who need a bit of a boost in certain areas of their curriculum, and we feel it would be useful for them to reduce their curriculum slightly, they will not do a modern foreign language. Instead, they will do a booster course. And we have 3 booster courses on offer. The first is personal development, and that is a course where you build up a portfolio, you gather evidence from a range of different activities, and you often build up skills such as social skills by working in a group, and life skills by looking at finance and, sort of house buying and all sorts of things that in the future would be useful to you. Additional English is a course that is especially for students who have joined the school with limited English, and they need an intensive course to build their English skills up. So that's for students who don't speak English as a first language. And functional skills is for students who require extra support in maths and English in order to get their good grade at maths and English GCSE. So this is a way of giving them extra time during Year 9 to really build up their maths and English skills. rather than focusing on another language. And in this way, it is hoped that their maths and English will improve so that they can, get a good grade at their maths and English later. So option choices for languages and humanities are as follows. So the languages that you can choose are Ancient Greek, Chinese, French, German or Latin. And as I've said already, you should choose one that you are currently studying. So for most people, that means that you have to choose out of the 2 languages that you are currently doing, which one you would like to continue with. Then humanities is history and geography, you choose one of those. And then other qualifications, additional English, personal development or functional skills is there for those who require a booster course instead of a language. Okay, so option choices are creative subjects. So out of the creative subjects, you have the following choice. You can choose to do art and design, drama, design and technology, food preparation and nutrition, media studies, or music. And you can choose to do any of those, okay? Then you would move on to making your free choice, and out of the free choice you would choose 2. So we have a list of subjects there that you can choose from for your free choice. And remember, you can also choose for your free choice a second creative subject if you would like. So you can choose art and design and music if you want to. And you can choose a second language if you would like. So you could choose, for example, to do Latin and Ancient Greek, and that might make up one of your free choices, your language option and your free choice option. Equally, you could choose to do history and geography, and that's fine if you would like to do that. So that would mean that you would choose history as your humanities subject and geography as one of your free choices, okay? And that's all fine if you would like to do that. But otherwise, there are courses there that are on offer that you can choose from. If the courses are new to you and you don't know what they are because you've never studied them before, you can have a look at the website. So things like, for example, business studies, you may never have studied before. Health and social care, you may not have studied before. Go to the website, have a look at the video that has been recorded by the head of department for that subject, and that will give you an idea about whether that subject is something you would like to do. And then finally, a little word on technical awards. So we run quite a few technical awards in Key Stage 4. These are awards that are really useful. They are a practical approach to study. So for example, you might have 75% coursework and 25% examination. They reward effort as you go along. They reward things like working together in groups. They are often set in units of work, and you are continually assessed as you go through each module or each unit. It means that for those students who don't work as well with an exam at the end of a 2-year course, this vocational way of studying might suit you brilliantly. This technical awards are very rigorous awards. They have undergone quite a lot of redrafting and rewriting over the course of the last few years. They are considered to be GCSE equivalent. They are much more rigorous than they have been in the past. They're very difficult. Sometimes the exams are quite difficult to pass, but no more difficult than a GCSE. So they are very much equivalent to a GCSE, and universities cite them as a valid way into further education later on. So they are very useful, valid courses. How are they graded and what do they offer? So they are graded as follows. So if you get a pass on a vocational course, that would be the equivalent of a level 4 at GCSE. If you get a merit, that would be the equivalent of a 5.5 at GCSE. A distinction would be the equivalent of a 7, and a distinction star is the equivalent of an 8.5 at GCSE. And we run the following courses in Technical Awards: ICT, sometimes called Creative iMedia. We run media as a BTEC course, media production. We run music as a BTEC course, and we run health and social care as a BTEC course. So all of those courses are very rigorous courses that suit certain students really brilliantly, and are well valued by later employers and universities. Okay, so let's talk about how you choose. How do you choose what you want to do? So the important thing is to ask yourself lots of questions. Questions about how you learn, questions about things that you like and enjoy, questions about things that you are good at, things that maybe you would like to go on to do in the future as well. And there are a lot of questions there about which career am I suited to, that you can have a look at and think about yourself. And in year 8, you may not have much of an idea yet of what you want to go on to do. And therefore, the important thing is that you keep your options open. And that's what we have done for you in ensuring that you take on the curriculum, the breadth of curriculum that we are offering you. With all the different subjects that you will be continuing to learn. So you will keep all your options open. So you don't need to worry about that. The main thing that you need to be concerned about is, what are you going to do well in? What are you going to enjoy? So the next slide says, why should you take qualifications seriously? It's really important to take your qualifications seriously because you're in a competitive world. It will give you the best chance of a decent job in the future. You will make sure that in taking your qualifications seriously, you actually end up in a job that you enjoy and you enjoy your working life. You can improve your earning power and make yourself more financially secure through getting really good qualifications. You can show other people what you are able to do and what you can achieve, and make yourself proud, make other people proud. Show yourself what you can do and prove to other people that you can learn and you can learn effectively. So there are lots of reasons why you take your qualifications seriously. And at this stage, when you're making these choices, that's really important. So let's have a think about jobs of the future. When you are taking your GCSEs, you may have an idea about some of the jobs that you are interested in, but there is a wide range of jobs that are growing in London. Jobs in information technology and cybersecurity are jobs that are in a growth area. Jobs in health and social care. With the COVID-19 pandemic that we've had, you'll have seen a lot of that in the news. Jobs, lots of different jobs that are in health and social care, about 300 and something different types of jobs, well, just within the NHS. So that's a good option. Education is an area where there are always jobs available and needed. Business, finance and marketing, obviously there's always jobs around those areas too. Skilled trades, so things that you could be thinking about perhaps when you leave school and go into sixth form. Skilled trades are always needed, things like construction, etc. Engineering is a job that is always in need. Creative and media jobs are, very much in need, and they've been knocked quite a bit by the pandemic, as you know, but they will recover, and there will always be jobs in creative and media sectors, especially with the development of IT. and the internet. Hospitality and catering professions, again, jobs that have been hit by the pandemic, but jobs that are, that are very much in need of staff. And sports therapists, all of those type of jobs are jobs where there are, always opportunities in the future. You may have ideas of your own job too, and you can research all of that. So who can help me? Online careers tools, such as the National Careers Service, that can be a good thing to research and to have a look at. Progress reviews and reports from your teachers at school can give you an idea of where your skills lie. And speaking to your subject teachers can be helpful. So if you've got a question about a particular subject, ask them, email them, and they will respond to you. So that's and they might be able to give you an indication of whether they think you would be good in their subject. And family and friends, they're there to help you as well make your decision. One thing to say about making your decision, don't make your decision because you want to be with a particular friend, because we do groupings that are random groupings and you will likely end up in a completely different group to your friends. So that isn't a good way of making your decision. You need to be thinking about all the questions that we've just gone through and what will suit you best. So make the most of your choices, make the most of your decisions so that you can choose options that work for you, okay? And make the most of the people that are around to help you so that they can really help you think things through. So what's next? On Friday, the 12th of February, all of these assembly videos are out and available to be looked at on the website. You have booklets, options booklets, which you should have a look at on the website as well. This will give you a written page about each subject and what it's like and what it involves. On Thursday, the 25th of February, this is a great opportunity. This is your Year 8 Parents Consultation evening, and this is a great opportunity for you to talk to teachers and find out about your progress in different subjects, and that might give you an idea of where your strengths lie. Then on Thursday, the 4th of March, you're all going to have an interview day. And that's where you will be given a 15-minute interview slot, and you will be given a time via the School Cloud, which is our online parent meeting system. And following that interview, so that interview will be with a member of staff that knows all about you and your progress. And following that interview, we'll set an assignment in Teams whereby you will be given instructions about how to make your choices. Okay, so that's all on the 4th of March. And then on Thursday, the 11th of March, that is the deadline for your assignment in Teams to be completed and your applications to your different option choices are made. Okay, just a last thing to say, and that is that you're making requests for options, okay? And it may be under some circumstances that for whatever reason certain options can't run, but we will try to do our best to give you your first choices as possible, but please fill in your reserve just in case. Okay, so back to the beginning slide. Hopefully, I've demonstrated to you the importance of choice, not chance, determining your destiny, making informed choices, and how you can go about making informed choices for your options. I wish you all the best. Good luck. And if you need any further questions answered, please do not hesitate to ask. My name is Mrs. Logan, and I'm in charge of the overall options process. So you can ask me or individual teachers or form tutors etc. Okay, so good luck with that. And don't forget to watch the videos that are on the website too, and read the options booklet.